So I was playing Cyberpunk 2077 on Stadia, and I realized, wow, this is crazy. I'm able to fully play this game on my phone. I can switch to my Chromebook or my cell phone when the computer's being used. I can do all these neat things, all the while having pretty amazing performance and visuals. So with that, I thought, okay, let's make a video on why I think you guys should buy and play Cyberpunk 2077 on Google Stadia, and if you're completely new to the platform or new to cloud gaming in general, why I think you should definitely consider this as a place to play this amazing game. With that, consider subscribing to the channel as I make daily Stadia and cloud gaming content for you to consume, as well as hit that like button and notification bell. So I want to give you guys the full breakdown on why I think you guys should consider buying Cyberpunk 2077 on Stadia, like I said, if you're completely new. Now this video was inspired by a recent article I saw, but I can tell you this individual isn't a guy who's been using Stadia for a year like I have, or various other services, or even things like consoles or gaming computers. I have been using that for years now. But either way, his link will be down below. So my number one reason is 100% guys, there's no investment that's required. If you're wondering what is all this hoopla about this crazy game, why are gamers in a frenzy, and you're curious about it and you want to jump in yourself, but you don't own a device capable of playing Cyberpunk 2077, whether that is a console or a high-powered gaming computer, well, with Stadia you don't need any hardware outside of a gaming controller, or you could just use a keyboard and mouse with just whatever screen you have. You simply go to the Stadia store, you buy Cyberpunk 2077 through your phone or computer or your tablet, and you instantly boot up the game through that said device. All you have to do is buy the game itself, priced at $59.99 USD. You do not need to sign up for a pro membership. Now, if you have a Bluetooth controller, that will also work, but if you don't, you can directly connect your gaming pad to your phone or computer, whether that is an Xbox controller, PlayStation, or any generic gaming pad that you have should work, or just plain use a mouse and keyboard. The last thing you need to know is you do need to have okay internet connection, but really not all that great. It can be as low as 10 megabits per second, or you can even launch the game through your mobile data. This is a complete low barrier to entry to play one of the hottest games of the last decade. But then you go, okay, I have at least the bare minimum. What if I do drop $60 and this thing just doesn't work? Then what? Well, you actually have two things you can actually do. You can sign up for a free account on Stadia and demo one of the free-to-play titles here to make sure the service works, and then from there you can make an informed decision. But you can also actually refund the game as long as you play under 2 hours. The refund policy for Stadia is one of the most underrated parts of Stadia and why it makes this platform so good and so consumer-friendly. You can literally play this game risk-free, test it out for yourself, and there is just nothing that you have to worry about because you can just refund if everything just isn't working. With that, we're going to jump into the third reason, and that has to be the actual performance of Cyberpunk 2077. Whether that is through your phone, as you can see in the gameplay here, or on your device of choice, it has been recognized by many official publications that Stadia has one of the best working versions of the game currently. Old generation consoles like the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 are not running this game very well, and neither are old gaming computers. This is one of the best ways to enjoy this game and take back the awesome visual that Stadia's does provide. Which then we go ahead and segue to my next reason that I think you guys should buy and play Cyberpunk 2077 on Stadia, and that is no downloads. No updates of any kind. This platform runs 24/7, 7 days a week. Not once will you ever be interrupted at any point of your playthroughs of any time with a giant update or download. You literally will always be able to boot up the game whenever you want. If you're a middle of the night gamer, you are good. It does not matter. You will never waste any time. So if you're someone with precious little gaming time to begin with, this platform itself might be something to consider, especially since Cyberpunk 2077 is a very buggy game at the moment across all the platforms, and it's a game that's going to require lots of patches in the weeks and months ahead. Last but not least, and this ties into all the last points we've been talking about, Stadia is once again a very versatile gaming platform. You can jump from device to device very easily without losing your place. You can go and play on the go if you want. If you want to play Cyberpunk at the doctor's office, well, with mobile data, you can do that. If you want a game on a tablet laying on your bed, that's very possible. If you want to play on your TV, consider a Chromecast Ultra. Then you can do that. You are not limited by the constraints of the hardware you don't have, but what you do own. You can play on multiple devices and jump seamless from all of them. So with that, consider buying Cyberpunk 2077 on Stadia for the convenience, for the low barrier of entry, for the price, for the no-risk investment. The last point that I do want to go ahead and make is that there is a promotion right now giving away a free Stadia Premier Edition with your purchase, and that promotion runs until December 18th. But even without that, I still think it's absolutely worth it. With all that, let me know down below if you've bought Cyberpunk 2077 on Stadia and if you're enjoying it. Let others know your experience so that way they can make the most informed decision for themselves. And anything else I missed, feel free to put that down below. Subscribe if you're new and you're looking for more Stadia content. I'm Sunny, and like always, I'll see you guys in the cloud.